welcome to the all-new Parent Edit show. This is a new monthly supplement to the Parent Edit podcast where we will be talking about all things parenting, travel and lifestyle. We're going to have different guests in every episode, and today I'm joined by the fantastic Angie and Millie. Angie and Millie are new to the show, although Angie I have interviewed before for Club Med.
Yeah.
Millie Rosseau is a stay-at-home mum living in West London with her 2 children, who is also doing content creation and copywriting, so pretty busy. I don't think it's how I found you, but it definitely started popping up on my feed a lot, which was your food shop for £50.
Oh my God, yes.
That's a skill. Angie is the oracle of all things luxury lifestyle with children, so we're going to be talking a lot about travel and the upcoming summer holidays. Angie, it is May half term next week. Is it? Next week or week after? By the time this comes out, it'll probably be May half term. Are you off anywhere nice or do you have anything planned?
I feel like I'm not living up to my intro because I'm not going away.
Staying in the UK.
For May half term. I did just go away for April.
Yes.
As you know, I stayed at the Edelweiss, which is a really, really beautiful ski hotel in Austria. So we did 7 nights there and then 2 nights in Salzburg. Really amazing. It's a ski in, ski out hotel, beautiful and really, really great for kids. May half term, we will generally just be going out and about in London, seeing what's on, the new things around.
You are pretty on the pulse of London lifestyle with kiddies. So what is on your radar right now that you want to get out and about to with the kids?
I'm looking at the Cleopatra immersive exhibition, which looks good fun. My son loves all the VR and the immersive experiences. And also something else I just love doing is taking him to all the classics, especially like the things I did as a child, like Tower of London. We did the London Eye a couple of weeks ago. We did this experience where you build Lego on the London Eye.
Oh, wow.
And honestly, it was one of my favorite things that I've done. I know it sounds really touristy, but we really, really enjoyed it. It was our first time doing it together. I'd done it before, years and years ago. And I have to admit, I'm a little bit scared because I'm scared of heights, but the Lego took my mind off it. Another thing we did over Easter was we went to Hampton Court. And again, that was my first time going since being a child. And they had the Tulip Festival. And I hadn't quite realised how good Hampton Court was for children.
Oh, it's amazing
yeah,
for kids.
the Magic
so
Garden.
Good. Oh, the Magic
they loved
Garden
it. They
is
could have been there for
fabulous.
hours and hours and
Just
hours.
space to
So
roam.
good. The Magic Garden's like an actual children's garden that they've built at Hampton Court now. I live quite near Hampton Court, so we go there quite a lot. But what's really nice about it is, especially in half terms and holidays, they give you like a time slot to go in. And so you can go in at a certain time and then you have to leave by a certain time. And if there's ample time, it's like a few hours, but it means that it's never so busy.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of they're cycling people in and out, which is quite nice. But it's amazing for kids, the Magic Garden. Even just the castle itself is amazing because it's really big and you can let the kids roam about, and they've actually got a family room where you can leave your pram and they've got lockers for all your stuff, which is quite nice. But yeah, my kids love it there. They're really good.
I think you're braver than me because the thought of travelling into something in central London with my children fills me with dread. I don't know why. Like, I'm in London all the time and I'm with my kids all the time, but the thought of mixing the two scares the hell out of me.
Definitely prefer not doing it on my own. That's a big one. I don't mind so much if it's me with just one of them, but with both of them, I do like to have someone else with me.
One for each child.
Especially, when they're little and they're close in age and you just get worried that one's going to run in one direction, the other's going to run in another direction. And we don't have a car, so it's definitely public transport all the way. But it is nerve-wracking to do that on your own. I'm, again, worried that I'm going to lose one of them or something like that. It's never happened.
I mean, this is like one of my biggest questions with whether to go from 2 to 3 because I like the fact that we can both look after one at a time. I think we've all got quite similar age gaps with our kids. I got about 2.5 years-ish.
So mine are 22 months apart.
Okay, yeah.
My daughter's just 4 and my son is going to be 3 at end of October.
Yeah, and you had...
Oscar turned 4 about 6 weeks after I had Noah. So yeah, it's not nearly exactly 4 years.
That sounds like a logical way to do things.
Yes.
I mean, I was
much
dying.
more logical.
I am struggling.
I am happy with the age gap because Oscar was already at school when I had Noah. I can really focus on Noah while Oscar's at school.
Yeah.
As Oscar had that from me when he was little.
No, that's lovely.
Millie, what are your half-term plans?
Absolutely nothing.
Stunning.
I think not having school-age children yet.
Yeah, I'm
I feel
same
like
boat.
Very adverse to doing things in half terms in particular.
Definitely.
I want to be at home in the garden.
Yeah,
Don't
because
ask
I'm
me to go somewhere on a bank holiday or a half term.
Totally that. It's kind of almost not taken the joy out of weekends and bank holidays, but a little bit. I did a long time as a stay-at-home mum without either of my kids in childcare. I think it was about a year and a half that I had them both at home with me full time. And I always used to find in like the half terms and holidays, I'd be like, these places that we usually go and they're so quiet and we have the run of them. And sometimes like that's the draw of them as well, is that there's no one here. They're suddenly heaving and it's so stressful. And everything's like double the price in half term.
As someone who has one in school and one not, like I do so much with my little one just during the week. Like we often just will go to a museum, like the Natural History Museum, spend an hour looking around, have lunch, look around the shop and go. Basically, that's what we do all the time. Apart from the fact that sometimes schools, but it's mostly empty. Some of the places that are less like well-known and more on the outskirts, you know, say you go somewhere like the London Wetlands Centre, which is in Barnes, that's a good place to go during the holidays. It's not too busy.
Yeah.
The lesser known museums like the Maritime Museum, the Postal Museum, the Honeyman Museum, the ones that are more, like I said, on the outskirts won't be busy, but like the Science Museum, the Natural History Museum, the V&A are packed.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I find like, especially we have early risers, our children, and sometimes I find like, even in half terms and holidays, we just bite the bullet and go for it. Like London Zoo, actually, weirdly, is always quite nice. Like it's never feels that.
Just being outside is easier, isn't it?
I feel like outside attractions like Kew Gardens, London Zoo, places like that are much like more navigatable in school holidays.
I just like some space where I can breathe. If I'm in a room with... if I'm in my house with my children, that's quite stressful. Just even having a door open to the garden takes the edge off.
Exactly.
I think you have the kind of the places that are the known tourist places like London Zoo. And then there's alternatives like, do you know Battersea Children's Zoo? That's a really good alternative, especially with little ones like yours. They're not so like, I have to see like the big hitters like the lions and the giraffes. They're quite happy to see like a pig or something.
Yeah, they are quite easily pleased.
And there's playgrounds and stuff there. And Battersea Children's Zoo is a good alternative.
Oh, that's great.
Talking about like being pleased with small animals and things, my in-laws are currently in China, and one of my sister-in-laws told my child that they were seeing pandas. And so now all she does is talk about how Nana and Pops are going to take her to China to see the pandas.
Think big, dream big.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, yeah. She thinks the next holiday we see them, we are going to China to see the pandas. We are going to Montenegro to a villa. So we'll try and find some bugs to keep her happy. Millie, do you have any travel plans for summer holidays?
We do. We have a holiday booked. So we're actually going with some friends to Lake Contamine, which is, I think it's actually in France, but I think you fly to Geneva and then drive over to, we're super lucky. Our friends have a chalet there and they invited us to go. So we were like, you don't have to ask me twice, basically bit her hand off.
I'm on my way.
Do you want to? Yes, I do. It should be really nice. And there's like a lovely lake. So we'll be doing like water sports, swimming in the lake, and then probably just plenty of rosé. And cooking in the chalet while the kids are in bed, hopefully in bed. They do sleep so well on holiday though, I find. Like fresh I love it. They just knocks them out. There's nothing more satisfying.
My eldest never sleeps well anyway. But that's the dream. That's the hope.
We have had some disaster holidays. Actually with the same friends, we went to the Isle of Wight with them one summer, and my son, who has been like a dream sleeper from day one, my daughter was always our problem sleeper. We got there and he got his first ever ear infection on day one. And I thought he was just teething, which I feel awful about now.
I think it can quite often go undetected for people for a while, can't it?
Yeah, which was only like 6 months maybe on that trip. So it was really hard. Can't talk to us about it, but he was just like beside himself. And I don't think me and my husband managed more than an hour for the whole week of sleep. It was awful. Like we just did shifts basically. And then we had to get up and be like, kayaking, woo! Like the next day, we literally drove home from the Isle of Wight in like stony silence. I was like, that was awful. So hopefully not that, but like we've had better, more successful holidays since. So just fingers crossed.
We're all in the parenting world here and the lifestyle world. So I want to talk about some things that are on our radar and some products and some pieces. Going into summer, any brands on your radar?
For us, we've been in the market for a travel pram for a while. So my husband's Australian. We have family in Australia. So we do a lot of traveling to meet them in places or to like go over to Australia. We're dabbling with the idea of going over at the end of the year. The last time we went, my son was 2 months old and my daughter was 2. And I think I aged 50 years on that flight. Like I
can't
just,
even.
And actually, do you know what? The flight wasn't the worst part. It was the jet lagged 2-year-old when we got there. Like unhinged. Like I've never seen anything like it. She was like wild-eyed. Like, and I was like, We were terrified of her. Yeah, scary. But we actually hired prams for that trip, which I actually would really recommend. Like, it's a really good way to like test out different brands and like how they'll work for you before you commit, because like a pram is a big purchase. So we've actually just got our hands on the Jules Air 2 pram.
That's good.
Nice.
So good. My husband literally stares at me like, what is wrong with you? Folding and unfolding prams, even prams that say they're easy, I can't do it. Like the yo-yo, I'm literally at the back of my car being like, I can't get it.
I've had quite a few bruises on my shins from trying to get that thing folded.
No,
and
my God. But this Jules pram, like you literally, I cannot explain. You press a button. I was just playing with it last night. It's so fun. You press a button and it just goes like, whew, and it folds down, and then you press another button and it just like flips out.
I've always sworn by the yo-yo, but I have heard that one's really good, because also the yo-yo doesn't lie flat.
This Jules one is, you can have it from newborn, which is kind of amazing. And that's what used to really, we're thinking about maybe having number 3.
Yeah.
And what used to really get me when I had my little 2 was like that you had to commit to either the carrier or the bassinet for the day. You know, if you're going out and about, like especially I did quite a lot of in and out of London with my 2, and I'd be like, do I really want to have the newborn strapped to me all day?
Yeah.
Or do I want to risk my toddler like suddenly refusing to walk and having to be carried while I'm pushing the pram?
Yeah.
I had a double buggy, but that thing isn't getting on the tube.
Yeah.
It was like a Land Rover, like it was massive. So this one, you can put a newborn in it and lie them flat, and then you can also then take the newborn out, put them on your chest, and then pop your toddler in. And that would be a game changer for us if we were back in those days, for sure.
I think the Bugaboo Butterfly 2 has just become from newborn 2, because they have this nest, which is a bit like the Gel Do one as well, and you carry them around the house in it.
That was my
You
favourite
can put them in the
Yeah.
pram or whatever, however you're transferring them. And you can attach that to the new Butterfly 2.
Oh, that's
Therefore,
clever.
it becomes a newborn safe pram. I think, so my toddler doesn't really do prams anymore, but I don't trust her not to pull her. I want to go in the pram because it's in the pram.
Yeah.
So I'm actually thinking of getting just a buggy board for my travel pram for my upcoming holidays, because I think she'll like the novelty of it. She'll think it's fun. I'll say it's only for her.
Never been a fan of buggy boards, but
Really?
I do understand.
I've not used one.
Just find it cumbersome because it's like
straight in front of you.
Straight in front of
you. Like, yeah, you got
And,
this.
I mean, it's less cumbersome than what you're saying about this tank double buggy. And it's kind of like, at least they're there. Like if they were like going along on a scooter, that would make me nervous.
Have you guys seen those attachable hammocks? I saw this Australian influencer. I really want to try one. My daughter is definitely old enough to walk, but also pulls them. I can't walk any further. My legs are tired. So we were thinking about getting one of those to put on the back of that, because I think the yo-yo's too flimsy to put it on the back of. Well, I don't know. I think
you wouldn't want to leave them side.
Yeah.
Turn your shoulder and be on the floor.
Exactly. Like an upturned beetle, I know. But I thought our Jules travel pram is a bit bigger and sturdier. So I thought if we put that on the back, then my daughter can like crawl in there and like, and shady
if needed
on a holiday.
So you two both have boys, and I am a pure girl mum.
No, I love my boy. I love my boy.
I try my best to keep up with boys' brands. Obviously, I kind of need to. There is a brand that I've seen. It keeps coming on my Instagram because she's documenting building a business on her maternity leave, and it's called Wild Green. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I haven't
seen that. Concept is like organic cotton, unisex clothes, and she's very like anti-gender stereotypical stuff. So she's like, I hate dinosaurs on boys' clothes. I hate the fact that all girls' clothes are pink. So she does a lot of like fruits and vegetables and fun stuff, and it's really, really gorgeous.
When you go to high street shops, it is dinosaurs, cars,
sludgy green, brown.
Yeah, and all like dark colours.
I actually shop in the girls section for my little boy quite a lot.
Nice.
Like Next, I actually rate Next for their baby clothes in general. Oh, so good.
It's also such a fantastic price point. I think it's so reasonable.
And actually their clothes wash really well. Like some brands, you put them in the wash once and you're like, they're quite durable. And my kids are like, they're those, you see some people's kids and they're pristine. Like that's not my children. Like they are always covered in jam, and like I just don't even know where they get the stains from. But Next clothes wash really well. But I do a lot of shopping in the girls section for Billy, because I just think, why should he have to wear grey and dark green and brown everywhere. Like he wears a lot of pink.
One of my favorites is Maury. You probably know Maury. I love the
Maury's
softness.
lovely.
Noah is very much a hand-me-down kid. Like
Oh, yeah.
nearly all his clothes are hand-me-downs. But when I buy new, I really like to buy from Maury, like especially the pajamas. They're really nice.
They are
I
10-10.
love the hand-me-down culture though. Like my mum actually saved loads of my baby clothes. I did like a little carousel about it on Instagram, and like loads of people said their mums did the same thing. But like she saved me all these like
Mum,
pram
if you're
suits.
watching this,
Where
are my clothes? Probably because they were handed down 3 times before they got to me. It's just like not worth keeping.
Some of Noah's are fourth hand because he's got 2 older boy cousins.
Yeah, I don't think the clothes now would last, to be honest.
It wouldn't last in my house. Got moths.
We both got moths. So it's lovely.
Honestly, when we were pulling out clothes for our second, all my like trotters, cashmere jumpers, we were like, can't wait to put her in.
Oh no. Mine's a combo of the moths, and my husband does the laundry. So obviously all of our, like we bought this beautiful like trotters cashmere set from one of my best friends, and he just decimated that first wash.
Yes,
literally like stiff and small.
Yes,
I was like,
I sympathise though because I've done that. Like,
You're like desperately trying to stretch it out. I can fix this.
By accident, like it gets in with the other stuff, and you're like, no.
I know. He's literally. There's not a scrap of cashmere left in our house because he like it's like he smells it out and just puts it on a hot wash, and I'm like, please.
Actually, this is my friend's brand. So I know we're talking about summer stuff.
That is gorgeous.
Amalou is her brand.
Wow.
So she hand makes all of these, and they're machine washable.
Oh,
wow, that's
good.
impressive.
That's very impressive.
Also, how nice for boys and girls.
Yeah,
I love
so
blue on a
nice.
girl as well.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, but I think it's on the King's Road or somewhere in Chelsea, and it's this brand called Hatch, which is this like US maternity fashion
I've
wear.
heard people talking about it. I've not been to the shop.
Obviously, it's a US brand, but they describe themselves as like heritage, heirloom. It's like giving baby Chanel.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, they have some really cool pieces, and basically, it's like one of the only American brands I know for kids in London, but it's the sister brand to Hatch.
Right.
So it's called Janie and Jack. They sent me quite a few bits to look at, but I really liked their boys stuff.
Oh, cute.
Including some for smarter occasion
For
wear
holiday, like evenings.
or holiday. These chinos are so soft and lovely.
Cute.
So I really like
cute.
these, and they have some gorgeous shirts and smarter bits and like tailored bits for boys.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's
which
really nice.
I don't think there's a huge amount. I hear a lot that kind of shopping for occasion wear for boys can be a bit
It's
challenging.
really hard. My sister got married in September, and my mum very sweetly said she would buy all the kids' outfits. And I think she really struggled because I've obviously got my boy, and my brother's got 2 boys. So she was trying to find something that they could all wear together. And I think she ended up having to get it online somewhere because she was like, everything was very like bow tie and waistcoat and like not very
cool.
Mediterranean wedding vibes. But yeah, she found them. I can't actually remember where they were from, but it was hard to find. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with this brand. I'm sorry. They are British. I think it's 2 mums, and they're called Toasty.
Oh, they're so cute.
And they do outerwear, but also like swim and just really functional pieces. And I cannot testify enough for the longevity of these pieces. I think the first set I got from them was a coat and a waterproof pull-ups. I think I got it in age 1.5 to 2 years, and she's only just potentially growing out of it at nearly 3.
Oh, amazing.
Really
This year they launched this print, and I've got it in matching for my daughters.
Is it
That is
strawberries?
so cute.
I love that.
Oh, that's
Can you
so
imagine
sweet.
this?
Now, can I put
The
my
beaches of
2-year-old
Devon.
in this strawberry outfit? Because
Yeah, I
want
think
to.
so.
Yeah, I would put Billy in that. No worries.
I love that one. This is from Bowden.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
It's giving baby Vilbriquin vibes.
I was literally thinking that.
I like this for a boy. As far as like boys' prints, I like the sea animals.
That's the thing. It's all about avoiding the cars and the trucks and finding
Yeah.
cute things, like you said, like fruits.
Yeah.
And cute things like turtles.
That's
and-
really gorgeous.
This is probably one of my favourite summer bits, and this is Organic Zoo. They
I
have
love
really
Organic
nice
Zoo.
they come up really generous on sizing. Organic Zoo, obviously going for a little matching moment for the girls.
Obsessed. I love
Definitely.
that.
Last week I went to 2 brand events.
Yeah.
So one of them, they had Pepper and Company, and oh my God, you have to get this. It was this like blue and white little swimsuit, tiny like newborn blue and white swimsuit. It was so cute.
They are really
You know
nice, their
Elizabeth's too.
clothes.
Yeah.
Have you seen Petit Playa?
No.
I hope I'm saying that right.
Bell.
Oh my goodness.
Rings
It's
a
like
bell.
if you could surmise French Riviera chic for kids in swimsuits. Oh my
wow.
goodness.
Although I tell you who's also good at the moment, Monsoon Kids. Which
Really?
We love
obviously,
Monsoon.
yeah, they've been around for a long time, but they're still keeping everything fresh and modern, and some of the collaborations.
Yeah.
So they were at the brand event and I was like, Dolce or
Yeah.
Monsoon Kids?
Yeah.
Who
I
can
didn't even know
tell?
Monsoon did a kids range.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, they
God.
do
I'm so
good
out of
stuff.
touch.
Good
Where
stuff
have I
for
been?
boys.
There was another one I wanted to shout out who came onto my radar this week, and I don't think it's very well known. It's called Banana London. I would describe them as like very heritagey Ralph Lauren vibes for boys again.
Oh, lovely.
And they have like stripes, chinos, really nice shirts, really beautiful prints on cotton boxers for like older boys as well,
lovely.
which is not something that I see around a lot. I can imagine it's actually really hard to shop for that kind of like 8 to 12 range. I wouldn't even know where you shop for kids at that age.
Not exactly summer, but it is really light. So it's a good thing to have if, like, rather than a duvet, just this quilt is House of Noah. And obviously my son's called Noah. Yeah, this lady runs her own brand, making these really, really beautifully soft bamboo quilts and other things.
What brands do you typically lean on for gifting for people with newborns?
Ooh.
I love My First Years. We always get like personalized blankets for everyone.
That's
You can get like the
lovely.
name and the date of birth. And then like as they get older, you can get all different personalized things. Like my boys love, they're like every Friday they have a hot chocolate in their big brother, little brother mugs.
I love buying my friends who are having their first babies gifts because I feel like when you have children, you have such a unique perspective of what they might need. So when my friend Camilla had her first baby, I got her the Nagel baby nest. But she opened it at her baby shower and she was like, thanks, I think. And then after the baby came, she was like, thank you. This thing is incredible. Have you had one of those, the Nagel
I
nest?
had it's called a Docatot, and I think it's probably
We
similar.
we had that first,
but I don't
and
know
we
what the Nagel
got the Nagel
is.
after as
It's
well.
like a Docatot with handles.
It's like a dog shot with handles, but it's actually certified for safe sleep as well.
Right.
So it folds out flat to a playmat, which was fab when we went to Australia because we just took it with us. And my son basically slept in his Nagel for the whole month we were in Australia. We didn't even take a travel cot. We were just like, we'll just take that.
Wow.
He slept like on the floor in that, like perfectly fine for the whole trip. And I found it great for like, I'm quite anxious postpartum, so necessary co-sleeping, I would put him on the bed in that and then sleep next to him.
Yeah.
So then I just felt like he's safe, he's in there, I'm not
such
going
a
to
good
roll on
idea,
him.
Yeah.
And he's
I mean, how big is your
contained.
bed?
We have a super king. We have a toddler who likes to get into it. So I was like,
You
big
quickly
bed,
realise
big ass
if
bed.
you have a small bed, when you start having extra
little friends, they take up so much room in a bed. How?
This is my 3-year-old.
My
Literally,
toddler,
nice
and
diagonal.
my toddler was lying across the bed, and I had to like sleep across the end, and I woke up on my back.
Oh,
it was like
the
agony.
backache. It's just hideous. You're on the slither, the
side.
edge of the bed. I'm just like, why are we here? We're like right here off my head. I think, gifting stuff that you know is going to be really useful is great. I also love, like you said, the personalized element, but I think you can't beat Etsy. I think there are so many amazing small brands on there. There's one in particular, Charlotte Holland Studio, who I love. I've actually just placed an order for a hair. She does these hand-painted hair brushes. They're so beautiful. I've just placed an order for my goddaughter's birthday. And they're like, and for boys as well, there's like she does like blue and red stripes with like a little goose on them and like their names. They're personalized on, which I just think is just so lovely.
Yeah.
And then also in that vein, there's a brand called Baba Bears. I don't know if you've seen them, but
Oh, with the names on the bears.
So she does these handmade knitted bears with your child's name on the jumper, and then you can get like a matching jumper for your kid with
So
So I was thinking you could do it where you could be like get a bear with like their name on and then get a jumper with the bear's name on and or or vice versa and wear it together. But I think stuff like that is really lovely and sentimental, like for first birthday gifts or when they're first born as well.
I think the thing is sometimes people can end up with like 6 different blankets and it just does get a bit too much. So something like that is really different.
It's nice. And we got a lot of books as well when my daughter was born from friends who already had kids, which was so nice, like Beatrix Potter, like anthologies, like things you'll keep, which is
I
so
actually
lovely.
can't wait till my toddler is of an age where I can safely get down the beautiful books she's been bought. Because some of them are just a bit too nice
Some are
for a
too
toddler
nice.
right now. Obviously, half term coming up, and then probably about 5 minutes after that we'll be on summer holidays.
Yeah.
Millie, can you give any of your top tips for keeping the household running well?
One of my biggest tips is to remember that children don't actually need to be entertained every second of the day. I think
and shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll just expect it forever.
Yeah,
So don't get
absolutely.
sucked into the Instagram reels
I
of
think
crafts,
so.
etc.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So when I first had both the children at home and I was like, right, I'm going to do this stay-at-home mum thing, I went wild. You should have seen my wall calendar. It makes me feel sick now. But like I'd had like themed weeks. We would do like days out. I'd do crafternoons. Like I would literally go on my Instagram feed and see these mums doing like sensory trays. And I was like, I also will do a sensory tray. And it's
You should do a new series of unpicking the unhinged
I tried to do it once and then my child, and it took me half an hour to put together. My child was interested for all of 5 seconds and I was like, never doing this again.
We had a rice tray and my husband was like, I'm throwing that rice tray in the bin. He was like, if I step on one more grain of rice, I'm going to lose my shit. And I was like, right,
it's good for their development, sweetie.
It is. She didn't even really like it that much. I just drove myself wild with it. And actually, I think since I've sort of taken a step back and been like, actually, what the kids want is for me to be present with them. Yeah. That's all they care about, really, is that I'm there, I'm present with them. Like that can look like just pottering around the house for the morning, unloading the dishwasher.
And them helping you do your usual things.
Yeah. Biggest coup was convincing my daughter that housework was playing Cinderella. That was fantastic. She'll be like, let's wipe all the glass doors. I'm like, here's the spray, honey, you go wild. I think sometimes like remembering also that like Instagram is a highlight reel. I find it as well. I get sucked in by watching people with their amazing holidays and like all their plans and their days out, but there's so much benefit to just taking it slow and staying at home and leaving room for like connection in a way. Sometimes when you're rushing about on big days out, it actually is just a bit fraught. So I guess that's one of my tips, is just to kind of slow it down a little bit and do those days out and things, but like mix it in with a lot of at home time. I remember my summer holidays, we stayed at home loads. And I never felt like I was hard done by or...
Didn't have to unpack it in therapy?
No, I did not. Well...
Angie, if you are staying in the UK, any top tips or places you think people should think about booking or visiting?
I just had a staycation with my toddler. Me and my toddler, we went to the Grove in Watford. Watford is not known for being the most sexy place in the world. They had a pop-up beach area. Like they've got a walled garden with a pop-up beach, outdoor pool, heated, because you will not get me in an outdoor pool in the UK. Like 1st of May we went. If it's not heated. They had soft play. We did the mini cars. I don't know if you've ever seen them on Instagram. The mini landies. That was so cute. They had like multiple restaurants, all child friendly with children's menus. They're really well known for their buffet. So I know buffet can be a bit of a like dirty word, but like it's
not to me.
But it's a really good buffet. I'm not a fan of buffets because sometimes you just don't know how long it's all been sat there, but you can see they're making it fresh. Sushi made fresh, as much like caviar as you want. And they've got a chocolate fountain. So it's called the Glass House. It was on the program $1 Million Buffet on Netflix. And yeah, I would really recommend it. It's a pricey one, but it was really great. Or even just for the day for lunch.
I saw like the Four Seasons in Hampshire are doing like a lot of child friendly stays, and Foy Hall in Cornwall I've heard is really good for like but it's so nice to have like that option of turning up and like having a hotel that has like high chairs and kid food options and sleeping arrangements. I feel like is really nice.
A little bit of luxury for the parents
mini
too.
Dressing gown, mini slippers.
Oh my god, I'd go just for that.
That's so cute.
Millie, where can people find you if they want to follow you?
So you can find me on Instagram at Millie Rosseau, also on TikTok at Millie Rosseau 89. So I've been very inventive with both of those usernames there. Yeah, so that's where you can find me.
Are you on Substack?
I am on Substack as well. My Substack is actually called Anyway Back to Me, because I talk mainly about myself. I need to be more regular at posting on there. Back in the day, I had a blog, like back in 2016, and that was like my first foray into like any kind of content creation, because I guess like at the core of it, I'm a writer. So this Substack is like my first opportunity to go back into doing that, because I used to love it. I used to write about my terrible dating life in London.
Okay, well, everyone can go and unpack that with you.
Exactly.
Angie, where can people find you?
So I have a blog. I'm still old school. I still blog, Silver Spoon London, and it's my kind of mission is to find the places that are really great for parents and children. So you're not going there like thinking, oh, I just don't want to be here. You're actually enjoying it yourself too. Really good quality days out in London, and then also hotels. So all of that is on my blog, www.silverspoonlondon.co.uk.
Nice.
And then my Instagram is Angie Silverspoon.
We will link everyone's Substacks, respective blogs and handles down below. We'll also link all products that can be shopped, and make sure to subscribe for the next installment of the Parent Edit Show. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks
That
for
was so
having me.
fun.